Talking with Topher. Talking with Topher. Talking with Topher.
On this wonderful Monday afternoon, wanted to bring up a couple things, and this is, I want you to know, every time, I am not the place to get the facts, okay? I read things, I listen to things, and then I try to regurgitate them the best I can, but I do want you to do your own due diligence and go and look these things up. Find the facts. Don't take my word for anything, okay? But here's some rational thinking for everybody out there, and I truthfully believe that this is the biggest problem that we are running into today, is nobody has any rational thinking. Unfortunately, a lot of people out there are allowing the government to think for them, and we need this to stop. They're actually finding out that the masks themselves can help spread the virus, not help not spread it. A cloth mask, when you breathe out of it, it splits all the particles up and cuts them into a aerosol spray, spreading it further. Distance between people has been proven wrong. 6 feet doesn't do shit. It's called the 6 to 60 foot rule or measurement. But yeah, they're saying if you want social distancing to work, 60 feet. That's insane. We can't live that way. That'll never happen. Back to the masks. N95s. Yes, they are a better mask. Put on an N95 mask, walk outside, and breathe. It is so cold out, you can see your breath. You will see your breath leaving the mask. That's exactly where the virus is going. The virus doesn't act any different than our breath. We need to wake up. We all need to wake up. The government is not trying to help us. I am not anti-mask. I am not anti-vaccine. I have been vaccinated. I've had both shots. I will not get a booster. Here's why. There are 46 spike proteins in the new Omicron. If you've had COVID and have antibodies, you're still not protected. If you've had the vaccination, you are not protected. There's too many spike proteins. Now, this is very vague. Like I said, I'm trying to be quick, so please go and check it out for yourself. So, if it no longer matters if I've had COVID previously and I have natural immunity, or I've never had COVID and I'm vaccinated, the new variant gets through everything. Masks are making the spread of the virus worse. Think about it. Now, I really want you to think about it. If you are inside and the mask has potential of spreading the virus more, and everybody is mandated to put on a mask, doesn't that make sense to why all of those things, those places and people, that's where we had all the hot spots? Right? It's just like locking people in the house and all of a sudden the whole house is sick. Yeah, because that's how it spreads. It likes the inside. It doesn't like air movement. It doesn't like any of that stuff. So, with that being said, boosters do not help. Now, here's a fun fact. They just changed the definition of a vaccination, of a vaccine, mind you. It used to be, now I'm going to chop this up, and not on purpose, but it used to say something about eradicating a virus, okay? It had words like that. They just recently changed it to keeping people out of the hospital, blah, 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 to fit their narrative. It is an emergency use only. Why? Because emergency use only means there's no other solution. Well, guess what? We have plenty of other solutions. We have the I word. We have the monoclonal antibodies. We have XY. There's more. There's so many more. We know there's other ways to fight COVID today. So because of that, the government is suppressing all of these things. Now, we supposedly had a large abundance of monoclonal antibodies brought to New Hampshire because we were a state in crisis with the spiking of Omicron. Perfect. That's great. They should be everywhere. There was a guy that had to drive over an hour away to go get his 70-year-old mother monoclonal antibodies because nowhere where he lived had them. He called a place, they had them because he heard from another doctor that that's somewhere he may want to go check it out and see if they got them. They had 8 doses or whatever the fuck it is. When he got there, there was only one left. Luckily, he was the one that got it. And now his 70-year-old mother is doing, or mother-in-law is doing great. We have other ways to fight this. So why do I bring all this up? Because I'm tired of the mandates. People are losing their jobs because of mandates that shouldn't exist. I asked everybody on Thursday, Friday, do you want to be like Australia and where they have put a law into an effect where if you're not vaccinated, now you pay a fine? And what other things could they add to that, right? You're not vaccinated, you don't get health care. You're not vaccinated, you don't get this. You're not vaccinated, you lose your job. This is all wrong. We need to look at the science, and we need to be rational. I don't understand why we're not looking at science anymore. But cloth masks do nothing. Masks are useless. Getting vaccinated and or boosted may not be the best case scenario anymore, and I never found it to be the only solution. So therefore, your definition of vaccine is incorrect, and you are a liar. You are saying that there is no other solutions out there when there are plenty of solutions. Now, what am I saying? I'm not saying to get rid of the masks. And this is why. If it makes you feel comfortable, fine. Wear a fucking mask. I don't care. If you want to get vaccinated, you want to get boosted. I believe if you have comorbidities, you're overweight or over the age of 60, 65, then you should. I'm not saying they're ineffective. What I want is I don't want these vaccinations to be on emergency use anymore. Because they don't need to be, because we have other solutions. So guess what? If you want me personally to get boosted, then you need to be held liable. I am not putting any more of that shit in my fucking body unless you are liable for it. Because as of right now, they're not liable for anything that goes sideways. It's all on us. Well, I'm done with that. They need to take responsibility for the things that they have done to the people that have died because of this, to the people that have complications now, and the people that are just, I mean, they're not doing good, right? They need to be held accountable for this. And right now, as an emergency use drug, they will not. So because of that, I'm out. And you can't mandate this. All right? You can't have people losing their jobs and feeling like they're doing something wrong when you're telling this isn't the end all be all. So here's what I want. I want the vaccines to be held accountable for the mistakes that they make. If you are 60 and over with comorbidities and all this other shit, get vaccinated. I think it's the best thing for you. If you want to wear a mask, go right ahead. I'm not saying to get rid of anything. I just want the people to be held accountable for the mistakes they've made. Nobody should be losing their job because of these vaccines, and nobody should be made to wear a mask 24/7. Nobody. At the end, I think it was 2.5 years into the Spanish flu, which is the flu as we know it today, in case you missed that one, the Spanish flu did the exact same thing that COVID is doing to us right now. This is not going anywhere. We are going to live with this forever now. This is our new flu. So are we going to live in fear, or are we going to stand up for our rights and demand we are respected for our choices? And if you want to wear a mask, you want to get vaccinated, you want to get boosted every 10 weeks, go right ahead. But we shouldn't be making 5-year-olds put on masks. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody. We should not be making employees wear masks all day. Kids and adults doing sports wearing masks. Why? Outside, moving air is COVID's enemy. COVID hates moving air. It hates it. It kills it. So people, I just want everybody to be rational about think about this. Think about it. You know, I keep going back to this, but it's the same thing. I see more people driving their cars without seatbelts, but they're wearing masks. I see people on bikes with masks and no helmets. I see people in the gym with masks on. Why? You're restricting your airways. You're ruining your cardio. You're stressing out your breathing system and your heart. This is not the way we were supposed to do things. And I understand that, yes, we went from a very violent variant to hopefully the end of the variant. And I'm not saying like the end, but hopefully after this, each variant is just the same. It's not deadly anymore. The virus figures out how to live with us, and we figure out how to live with the virus, and we all fucking move on. But I do believe it was about 2 to 2.5 years after the swine flu that they started doing research on masks, and they realized, the Spanish flu, my apologies, and they found out that masks weren't doing anything. So guess what they did? They got rid of the masks. Well, guess what? We're here. We had the Wuhan, we had the Alpha, we had the Delta, and now we got the Omicron. And Omicron is less dangerous, but it's getting to everybody because that's what the virus wants to do. And with all the fear and everything else, it's no wonder the amount of people going to the hospital today when they get a fucking runny nose are going to the hospital today. You have done this to us, media. You have done this. The government is doing this. Do not fall for it. Okay? I want to see everybody living their best life, and it only starts when we wake up from this narrative that they keep painting for us. They do not want to let go of this emergency. They want the vaccination to be the end-all, be-all, and they want us to constantly live in fear of this virus, thinking that lockdowns and mandates and firing people and making everybody do what they want is the way to fight this virus. Nope, it's just the way to rip away our freedoms, put us in roll call, make us follow orders, and I don't know, depend on our government, which we are not supposed to do. So I am angry. I am very angry at the masks. I've been saying this since I got my second shot. I will never put one on again. I discussed this with Tyler. I will walk in somewhere without a mask because we're in New Hampshire and we're allowed to do that. We have no mandate. If I'm not walking into a hospital or transportation to get somewhere like flying or the bus or the subway, then I am not wearing a mask. If you ask me to wear a mask when I walk inside your store and I say, "Do you have one?" and they say no, then my answer's no. Why? Because I live in New Hampshire and there is no mask mandate here. Yes, you are allowed to ask me, and yes, I am allowed to not shop here if I want to. But this has got to stop. I'm not against everybody feeling comfortable, all right? The mask has become the new swaddling. Everybody just feels comfortable. The younger generation keeps asking for mandates to be put in place. Everybody's like, well, why do they keep doing that? I have a really good idea. And these are always my own thoughts. Because mom and dad, right, always told them what to do. Always got the complicated shit out of their way. So these kids grow up thinking that this is life and this is the way things are supposed to be. So now they look at the government like they look at mom and dad. And if you say, I just do, because you're going to make it okay for me. The problem is that these kids have no idea what the government is actually doing. I mean, I'm 42. The government has never been helpful in anything. The government has never really done that great of a job with any one particular thing. So I don't know if this is the way the kids were brought up or if this is just that generation being that naive. But I will tell you this much right now. The government will never help you. The government just wants to control you. It just wants your money. It wants you to vote. maybe. It wants you to just feed the machine. Feed the machine. Don't pay attention to what we're doing, but I want you to just keep doing what you're doing and keep feeding the machine. So let's think about all of this rationally, okay? Mandates are wrong. People losing their jobs because of them are wrong. The vaccination doesn't even do what they said it was going to do, which is why they changed the definition. And we have other ways of not getting too sick to be in the hospital. The other thing is that you got to stop letting people get sick to the point where they have to go to the hospital. So I'm very angry because I'm watching my wife suffer every day at work, right? I'm watching people all over the place suffer while they're at work, trying to get out of this. And all that keeps happening is that they keep doubling down on the stupid shit. Don't you think if you want to keep the economy going, we just get rid of these fucking mandates and let the economy get back? Let everybody get back. Whether you like it or not, we are all going to get COVID one day. It's just the way it is. That's life. So, anyways, I know I ranted on probably a little bit too long, but I just want everybody to think rationally about this. I just do not believe that more people think that this is okay than not. I do not believe I'm alone. But your masks and your vaccines can go fuck themselves. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I actually got your stupid vaccine, and I really regret doing it to myself. I really, really regret it because you told me it was one thing and you lied to me. Well, you get me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, that's fucking shame on me. And guess what? I am not allowing that to happen again. So, oh, man. Yeah, so, I don't know. I hope you enjoy, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I got to go off on these rants. I've been just digging into this, and the more I see, the more I find, the angrier it makes me. And I will be honest with you, I'm hoping everything I say is wrong. And that's because I've never been the person that was right. Ever. And it's scaring me that lately, a lot of the things that I've been saying over the last year and a half, 2 years now, we're getting real close, I've been right. And why is that scary? Because I was the one that was always wrong, spouting off crazy, stupid shit, and I was wrong. And now I'm doing the same thing sober off of I'm doing the same thing off of alcohol, and I'm actually right. And that scares me because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to anything going on in my life right now. I'm not used to it. This is all new territory. But I'm learning every day. And right now, I believe we all need to wake up and tell the government to go back to doing what it does best, and that's protecting us from enemies. And then on top of it, just get rid of all these mandates. Get rid of all this. Nothing you're doing is working. So can we please just go back to life as we remembered it in 2019? And if some of us want to get vaxxed and boosted and wear a mask, go right ahead. If you don't, that's okay too. I think we all need to just do what makes us comfortable. And again, look up all those things. Look up the Spanish flu. Look up the masks. Look up the efficacy of the vaccinations. Look up the efficacy of finding out that you have COVID and then getting all those other treatments to actually treat it. Oh, and by the way, monoclonal antibodies, free. Government's already paid for them. So a lot of this stuff that they're saying are not solutions to helping with COVID have already been paid for by the government, are already accessible to all of us. And for some reason, they're hiding that from us. And they're making billions or millions or millions and billions of dollars off of these pharmaceutical vaccinations, while they're causing problems, taking more of our money, making it so that we have no job, nowhere to live, so that we're more dependent on them. Is any of this making sense to anybody else? Because this is what's keeping me up right now. This ain't going to end. This ain't going to get better until we start fighting back. So, anyways, I just wish, I hope everybody has a great day. And as always, I will talk to you later.
Talking with Topher. I'll talk to you later.